At approximately Easter of 2020, according to the news, if I or my family or friends needed a ventilator, chances were that the hospitals might not have one available. After I heard that the U of I Mechanical Engineering Department and Rice University and General Motors and Elon Musk from Tesla were all trying to make ventilators, I thought I might also give it a try. Between Google and Amazon and eBay, I pulled together a workable unit, I'll call it Pandemic2020 Ventilator, as a following plan. Plan A. Plan A simply states that a patient needs a pulse of oxygen to inhale and then a pulse of vacuum to exhale over and over and over. The most costly item was going to be the oxygen source from an oxygen concentrator. And then the next most expensive part would be a vacuum pump. The bare minimum design criteria was referenced to be approximately 5 liters per minute of oxygen for standing, sitting, and a minimum of half that for sleeping or reclining. A two-way solenoid valve would be driven by an adjustable timer. That adjustable timer could provide those required oxygen and vacuum pulses. A 12-volt DC power supply would be able to open and close that valve or valves, and a household 110-volt AC power strip would be used to power the oxygen concentrator and the vacuum pump. These pulses of oxygen and vacuum would be directed to the patient's air mask and returning to a separation jar where any vapor or mucus could be captured. I added a flow meter and a flow adjustment valve for controlling the vacuum flow to help balance out the flow of oxygen inhaled and for the vacuum that's being exhaled out. Seems like a simple flow control process, as I had worked with at in the past in a corn refining plant. And here are the timer or the brains of the system set for 1 second of oxygen on and 1 second off for the vacuum and exhaust. And lastly, here's our patient with his bronchial air passages and his lungs. So let's see. Of course, here's the whole unit, our oxygen concentrator and the ventilator. And let's see how it works. Okay, the ventilator's working, and here's our patient. So let's see what happens. Oxygen is coming in, filling up the lungs. And you can see the effect of the vacuum is helping the lungs clear themselves. So you got a pulse of air and a pulse of vacuum. Pulse of air, pulse of vacuum. It's all set by the timer. 1 second on, 1 second off. 1 second of air, 1 second of vacuum. That's 30 breaths in a minute. Approximately 2.5 liters of oxygen in a minute. Lastly, in closing, I wonder if General Motors respirator units will go for this price. And if I was going to do another one, I think I would double up on the amount of oxygen coming in, and I would get the 10 liter per minute unit would be better.